We had it again on this. Is it Thursday? I feel like Thursday. Must be Thursday. Man, we're going to talk about the NFL. It's doomsday. Damn, they killed the Pro Bowl. This is one of the first major things I've seen the NFL mess up. Like, the NFL gets most things right. They ain't get this one right. We're going to talk about the Pro Bowl, how it's dead, and what they're going to do next, all that. We got a lot of reactions from that. We're going to talk through Deion Sanders, who exposes and explains why they hate him, why people really don't like him and the Sanders family. He goes in depth, deep on that whole topic. Love it. We're going to get into the culture war, which is the WNBA and Jason Whitlock and Enes Kanter, and he writing a letter to the commissioner with 5 questions. Can't make sense out of nonsense. Y'all better answer this man, or this man ain't gonna stop. Y'all better understand. Stop calling him a troll and just deal with it. Real spit. Bob Myers explains how he got LeBron and Jaylen Brown all in the same offseason. Give him some credit. Love for that. Stephen A. Smith wants to know why certain people won't come on his show. They won't come on his show. We got to hear that. Cleveland reaction to more Deshaun Watson, Shedeur, Sanders, Colin Coward, the Great, will chime in on that. Draymond Green tried to protect Klay Thompson and end up dissing him. And everybody's like, yo, what you talking about, dog? We're going to have some fun. We got a couple more topics. You know how we do on this show. We probably don't get to them all because somebody named you is long-winded. So love for all you guys out there. Let's have some fun today. Damn, the Pro Bowl did. That's crazy. How y'all feeling? You know me, I'm feeling good. Yesterday was a good day of working out. Got my hike in, got my Pilates in. I apologize to all the workout gods because I used to clown Pilates like, that ain't hard. Pilates is wearing me out. Pause. It's beat me down, I'm telling you. I ain't never. Don't clown Pilates. Yoga is something. Yoga's hard as hell. Pilates hard as hell. They all hard as hell if you do them right. All right. You know what? If you do it right, the Pro Bowl used to be hard as hell too, like LL Cool J. It's hard as Now, they ruined it. Breaking news, the NFL eliminating the Pro Bowl. League executives announced on Wednesday that the future of the Pro Bowl will no longer have a standalone game, tackle, or flag football, or games. And the NFL will now make the Pro Bowl effectively an individual performance award, becoming the first major U.S. league to end its all-star event. 88 players will receive the Pro Bowl honor with no alternates. This is huge news. Let me tell you why. First, let's get through this before we get into story time and all these different elements of it. Listen to this. You know how tough it had to be to call off the Pro Bowl as a standalone game, tackle, flag, whatever version they had? Like, imagine that meeting where they're like, it ain't adding up, dog. It doesn't have the same meaning. We ain't making the money the same. The ratings are going down. The interest is lower. Nobody's into this anymore. So they had to go there. And then be the first league, the biggest, baddest league that showed the first pimple, the first wart, the first, like, hey, man, they just going to have to call us out. This is it. We pulling the plug. In part, you actually are more powerful than anyone else, so you have more courage to say, okay, we don't get everything right. We getting this wrong. So you can go there. But at the same time, who wants to be the first one there when you the big, bad one? You the biggest, baddest sport we got in this country, and you pulling the plug on your all-star game. Now, what's weird about it is 88 players will receive the Pro Bowl honor with no alternates. What's weird about it is we already got that. It's called the All-Pro team, damn it. Basically, like an individual award because you balled out and you ain't got to play no game. That's called the All-Pro team. You know, I made both of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, all seriousness, All-Pro is harder than Pro Bowl because they used to have alternates, and we're going to get into that and all that stuff. But point being, they pulled the plug. So now, of course, we get reactions. We get all kinds of reactions. Let's see kind of reactions we get from the Pro Bowl no longer being what it was, no longer being it. So we got people talking about it on all levels. We're going to go out of order. It doesn't matter. Just want to hear what you got to say on it. And then we'll drop the hammer, brother.
And I hate to do this as an OG, whatever you want to call me, but the shit's trash. It used to be a prove it game.
Yeah.
Best on best, right? If you didn't see this matchup during the season, I'm here to show you that mano a mano against one of the best receivers in the league, I'm the best DB.
Correct.
Against one of the best running backs in the league, I'm the best safety.
Correct.
And the entitlement of the generation has salted that.
Yeah.
Now you can even no. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do the generational entitlement. We're not. You know why? It's not that they're entitled. It's not that. And maybe it is, but a different connotation of entitled. Maybe it's not just a negative connotation. Because what it is they're empowered. They understand what they're worth. And let's just be real. The OG days of sports, we had limited options, which made people think that we were more invested, tougher than we were, and more loyal. NBA players always talking about how I ain't go and jump no other team. Forgetting the fact that, yeah, you probably couldn't, fool. Like, nobody was letting you. NFL, I ain't go nowhere. Well, you can't make a team win a Super Bowl by yourself unless your name Deion Sanders. No, you can't just jump around and make teams go. So back in the days, you look loyal just because you were stuck. And now we used to look like we were all into the Pro Bowl because we were just so pumped to go to Hawaii for free. Now, it ended up costing you more than you made, even if you won the game, because your family went crazy at the pool and the cabanas and over there ordering chicken tenders all day. That's $38 and Mai Tais and pina coladas. And you're like, dog, you don't live like this ever in your life. And I understand it's a vacation. I understand I said run it up. I ain't say do that. You get the bill, you're like, man. I got to tell you the Junior Seau story about how Junior used to run a racket on people and get them. I put that down. Point being, let's stop acting like back in the day we were so much tougher. We just had it harder. Tougher and harder, not the same word for a reason. So keep going.
Look at the NBA in the All-Star game in most recent years.
Correct.
They've been trash.
Correct.
They're not the Kobe AI,
yes, sir.
Jordan, and the Karl Malones, John Stockton, and Jason Kidd in that era. When you turn on the All-Star game, that's almost unwatchable. They may be next.
Mm-hmm.
If they
Well, they might be next, and it might be for the same reason. Dog, do you know how hard it is to fake it? I'm going into this game that doesn't mean anything now. Like, the veil has been pulled. No more veil over our eyes. All-Star game is for y'all, not for us. I'm going to get hurt. Like, if I go hard, I might get hurt. I'm not getting hurt in the All-Star game. So, therefore, I'm already lying to myself if I say I'm going hard, because I'm not going hard because I'm not getting hurt. Every time you floor it, like in your car, if you floor it, it feels good, the adrenaline. Whoa, I'm going past everybody. And immediately you also know why your adrenaline is pumping, because the risk went up. You ain't gonna break the same. You ain't gonna see everything the same. That's the adrenaline. Oh, snap. Come on, man. Closer you get to death and those near-death experiences, your adrenaline going crazy. Do you really want to be an adrenaline junkie in an all-star game? Nah, you ain't got to tell me how important this is. Because if I don't already know it, I don't need to hear it. My body is like, take a break. You got 82 games in basketball. Take a break. It's football at the end of the year. We done played 17 games, and you talking about go hit somebody one more time for real, but it's fake? You got me twisted. I don't know how you fooled the OGs. This is the real spit. This is the real spit. You OGs are stupid. How about that? If I'm a youngster right now, I'm saying, you know what? Enough of this. Y'all be bashing us like we entitled, we whack. Y'all was stupid, or y'all was stuck. You ever sit down with your granddaddy, or sometimes your pops, but definitely your granddaddy? I remember I used to do my homework, and my granddaddy would, let me see that, boy. Let me see that. Let me see that. What's that? What you doing over here? Some math or something? Let me see that math, boy. I used to be really good at math. And he'd be like, ooh, man, what's this? Y'all got some new math. Where the numbers at? I was like, ain't no numbers no more. Granddaddy, we own some of this. He would let me see. I could figure that out. Shoot. Did I tell you I used to get an A in I went to Shreveport Elementary. I got an A in that class, that math class I did, boy. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. All right, Granddaddy, don't do that one. Do this one. This is numbers. Okay, I got you. Okay. 6 over 4 equals What that mean? 1.5, ignorant. Shut your old. Let me stop.
They don't get their act together. So, and I hate to do this as an OG, whatever you want to call me, but the shit's trash.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste no more time and dollars because they charging through the roof to come to the game. You got to travel. It's not even point blank. Point example. We used to go to Honolulu, right? And go play in the game. It was special. You got away from the mainland. You brought your family, your kids, and everybody's families got to interact on the island at the resort. And then they start having it in Arizona.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go to
That's funny.
Orlando or Scottsdale and celebrate where every normal fan can pull up on the hotel and be outside waiting. It's supposed to be a getaway.
Yeah.
When you stop treating it as special, that's partly the NFL's fault.
Okay, love. That's love. That's my man, TJ Ward. Y'all know him. Respect. That's a good dude. Here's the thing, though. Let's get there. Let's go there. That ain't it. That ain't the answer. Look, whenever you got to start highlighting, oh, look where it is. That's where it ain't. You don't want to be there if the location got you motivated to be there. That ain't going to make you play hard. So they moved the location because they knew that the location wasn't enough. You get it? I used to go to Hawaii, and it was pumped, and it was good. But I got on that field, and I wasn't trying to kill nobody. Right? And so what happens is when you talk about these situations, we already seeing why it's decaying because nobody want to be there. And if you're going to be there, thank you for the great setting, but not enough. I'm not about to hit nobody like that. So then they start moving it around because they was like, look, if y'all going to Hawaii and chilling, maybe we get y'all somewhere else and y'all stop chilling. Didn't work. I think I do agree that once they start moving it, they didn't know how important that was to players, even though that wasn't enough. That was important to players. Players like, yo, all right. And then they kept doing it. They kept moving it. It kept getting worse. Because they didn't know that was at least the thing holding it together. Real spit.
But nah, man, it's just that. And Joe, you saw with the NBA.
Yep.
Adam Silver says, okay, if y'all don't start playing, we're going to cut it out. Because we done tried everything. It was the East versus the West. And then we let LeBron and we let KD and we let Giannis and we let this one. We let them select the squad. We let Steph and Bron select the squad. Y'all still wouldn't play. We tried it like this, and y'all still wouldn't play. Adam Silver said, you're headed for a situation where there ain't going to be no all-star game. And do you want to be the one? And you guys, NFL got players that's responsible for this, that played the last decade, you ought to be embarrassed because something that was been going on before your parents were born, y'all ruined it. You ended it.
Damn.
Y'all did. Y'all did that. So be proud of yourself because that's what you done. But nah, man.
That's tough. That's real and that's tough. To be honest, that's a little harsh. Because the NFL players didn't want to play, but let me just send you a memo as well. The Shannon Sharp era players didn't want to play either because I overlapped with them. You don't believe me? Oh, let me talk to you. First play in the Pro Bowl. First play, I'm going against Chris Samuels. He played for the Washington Redskins back then. I don't know what speed we going at. I know we're not going 100 because it's an all-star game. And I know that before the game and all during the week in practice and at the pool, we all clowning, man, I ain't doing nothing in this game. Barely showing up to practice. I mean, some cats going to practice lit. I might have been one of them. I don't remember. But I know that we were drinking, and I think I was still the guy that would wait till I did my work. But we're going to do that topic with Charles Barkley, talking about I played in games where I was drunk. But the point is, we chilling. We going to practice with our jersey, like, on our neck. You know, you just put the hole on around your neck. The jersey just fell in the back. You got a T-shirt on. Coach, like, do a little drills. Javon Curse lined up next to me, the freak. That sucker there did it. We did have to do some get-offs. Coach, like, warm up. Get some get-offs. Ain't nobody got off like nobody. Pause. Nobody got off like Javon Curse. It was crazy. So anyway, you doing all this stuff. You get to the game. We in the game. First play, I don't know what 100% is, 50%. I don't know where his 50% is. My 50% ain't your 50%. So I take off probably more in the 85% range for protect myself, but not going full throttle. But I got another gear if you need this. What we doing? But he was going a true 50%. And I got by him. Didn't get the sack, but I got by him real easy, almost like embarrassingly easy. Like made him look weird, made him look bad. And Chris, literally, Chris Samuel, you know, big ass dude. Chris was like, hey, Wiley, that's what we doing today? I was like, oh, no, I'm sorry, big dog, my bad. I brought that thing down to a real 50%. I found out what his 50 was, and we just played a game of ballerina. Of course, if somebody running the ball, I go grab him. Then I end up getting a sack on McNabb. I don't know if Chris was still in the game or not. I end up getting one. It was one of them run around sacks. He tried to run. I turned the corner. He tried to run. I just grabbed him. Come on. Because he wasn't running 100%. I couldn't catch Donovan McNabb. Hell no. Do y'all know how insane? Donovan McNabb might be the best player to not make the Pro Bowl ever. I'm not lying. Ocho Cinco's close. That level, that fringe Hall of Famer, oh, McNabb was silly. He, to me, better than some Hall of Famers. I'm going to leave the names out. But the point is, I had a game, but I learned to do it. And that was the error with Shannon Sharp and them. Don't let them lie to y'all. Don't let them lie to y'all. They wasn't out there going full tilt. And you know how they told the truth? They'd be like this. You know, in the fourth quarter, we going hard. Everybody turned it on in the fourth quarter. And even that wasn't 100%. It just was more than we've been giving you all game long. So don't be coming at these. They didn't ruin Jack. More exposure ruined it, and more decisions that were made that were bad ruined it. The executives really ruined it. Why'd y'all move it? Well, we saw the players weren't really into it. They never been into it. Don't let one Sean Taylor hit fool you. Okay, that's why it's so crazy. Everybody shows the Sean Taylor against the punter or whatever. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a Rodney Harrison there. There's a Sean Taylor there. There's a Brian Dawkins there. And if you see them, run away because they really playing. But the rest of us, man, stop playing. So I don't want to put it on this generation because we gave them the blueprint of how to do it. And they just did it too much, too far. And I think also last year, them alternates start getting really weird. Right, when I played, I got voted as a starter once and then voted as an alternate twice. But I didn't get to play in the game because the starters, it's Hawaii. Ain't no starter not going. I'm going to go. I may not play. All of a sudden, you know, on the flight over, I got a little oblique injury. I strained my oblique on the flight over here. Damn it. Aloha. Right? Cass used to do, man, everybody was, if you starting in the game, you are playing in the game. That was an alternate, didn't get voted up. Now, Shedeur was in the game. He was the fourth alternate. And quarterbacks, nope. Well, Orlando, nope. And then Shedeur's in the game. And look, this ain't a Shedeur conversation. This is what happened. So now a dude, just be real, a dude who struggled his first year, good parts, bad parts, is in the Pro Bowl, and he got that much visibility. His name is that big where everyone's going to notice. We can't hide it. He was the 7th choice, 8th choice. Come on, y'all. We blaming these kids for this. It's us. Just like everything. It's the OGs who did it, right? So now we get some more reaction. Y'all got to see this influencer. And we break it down. I know sometimes y'all be looking at me like, dog, Wiley, your face. All right, here we go. This dude, I go to this dude a lot. I don't even know his name, but I like him. He got energy. He like the Pro Bowl. And I haven't seen this one, so good luck, Doug.
No way. It really took Shedeur Sanders making the Pro Bowl for the NFL to officially get rid of the entire event altogether, because the league officials just made an announcement today that the NFL has officially eliminated the Pro Bowl games. And now they're going to be shifting their focus towards celebrating the honor of being a Pro Bowl selection. Instead, this is honestly for the better, because we used to have Sean Taylor going out there trying to kill the punter in the 2007 Pro Bowl games, to now just playing an awful flag football game between the All-Stars. And I'm not even lying when I say the best part of the Pro Bowl games wasn't even the flag football game itself. It was just watching Micah Parsons riding around on his Lightning McQueen. I think most people who were actually watching the event would agree. Plus, most of the actual Pro Bowl selections that actually made it to the Pro Bowl don't even show up, so we had to have a bunch of alternates out there. We literally had Shedeur Sanders and Joe Flacco representing the AFC. Shedeur and Joe Flacco. And if you want to stay up to date with everything going on around the NFL, make sure you hit that follow button. But this is honestly for the best, because at least with this celebration of celebrating the honors of the Pro Bowl, we'll actually finally show up and we won't have just a bunch of alternates taking over the event.
Man, it's crazy. I literally didn't watch that, and he highlighted everything that we've been talking about, which is real. Like, I don't care how you take this and feel. Ain't no Pro Bowl last year should have had Joe Flacco and Shedeur in it. I'd rather see nothing than to see that version of excellence in the NFL for that season. Like, seriously, not a diss. It could have been me. If I had 3 sacks or 2 sacks, but all of the dudes in front of me got voted, and I got voted in a little bit because of my name, or Wiley been before. Oh, he only had 2 sacks? It don't matter. He's still a dude. And then you see me in the game, you're like, Wiley balled this year? Nah, he only had 2 sacks. Oh, why he in the Pro Bowl? Shedeur shouldn't have been there. Flacco shouldn't have. Hell no. And I remember watching that game, and I'm not lying. It used to be the Pro Bowl zone. All right, turn it on. Now it was like the Pro Bowl zone. All right. And then I see Micah rolling around. It's not it. It was not it. I got to show you my Junior Seau story. So Junior, crazy self. Junior was a nut. Junior was the nicest dude ever, but also just a crazy funny dude. But let's get into this, and I'll tell you my Junior Seau story. All right, so this is why they ended it. They say, because the game stopped feeling meaningful, players didn't want injury risk for an exhibition. Duh, that's the main reason you don't get guys playing hard, and you wouldn't do it either. And if you did, I would call you a dummy. Competition was low. Replacements diluted the honor. Yes. And interest, viewership, y'all, kept falling even after the switch to flag football and skills events. Starting this season, the NFL will still name 88 Pro Bowlers, but no game or Pro Bowl games. The league says it wants the selection itself to mean more with no alternates and a special celebration for the original 88. No alternates. No alternates. They're going back to my day, because I would have been in it 3 times. I've been a 3-time Pro Bowler. No alternates. Get your fake ass out of here. No counterfeit. Good. Now let's get to it. Junior Seau. So the whole Pro Bowl was set up where you go to Hawaii, you bring the family, it's a free trip, but then you get, you pay for the extra family stuff. But you're like, since they paying for you and your immediate family, oh, you're gonna save me 10 G's, 10 racks. It's good. I'm in the top hotel out here. I got my family flown out. We all on the same first class flight. It's life. So then you just start, all right, Grandma, you want to come? Where are we going, baby? Aloha. What? What's aloha? Let's go. Grandma coming. She going to bring her favorite son, so your uncle coming, right? And then you got your cousins coming. Man, I ain't never been nowhere. I ain't never been on an airplane. I want to see you go play cousin. All right, so you bringing them. One of them bring their girlfriend. We're going to get married one day. All right, come on. The 10,000 you saved, you just spent. You just spent it. But you even. You good. You Gucci. Then you get there, and these suckers forget that they got to pay for themselves to eat. So they like, ooh, it costs a grip out here. The McDonald's, the Big Mac, like $9. I was like, I know. So they like, we ain't going to McDonald's no more. Guess where we going? Downstairs, eating in this hotel. We ain't leaving this hotel, and we room charging everything to your room. Teddy Bear, that's my nickname, Teddy Bear. So now you just see wings, tenders, nachos. You just looking at the bill you're like, damn, like 18 people eating all day and drinking. So the bill is going up. I mean, up. It's like a rookie dinner. You like, Jesus. But it's your family. You like, go ahead. And you making a ton of money and you're going to get paid for playing in the game. You like, whatever. But you still looking at that bill. So Junior, I mean, how many times did Junior go to Pro Bowl? 90? I don't know. He sooner or later figured it out how to do it. So Junior will walk around there and just look around and everybody just having fun, chilling, talking. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Good, good, good. And then he would tell the waitress and stuff, everybody here put it all on this. This is the room. And he would change the room every day. So one day it'd be my room. And I was like, I didn't know Auntie like fish tacos. You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, I didn't know she like caviar tips. Like, he'll just throw everybody at the pool's tab on one person's room. Man, we used to cry, laugh. Dog, when you get that bill, you're like, what? You're like, I don't want to make the Pro Bowl no more. I ain't never playing hard in this game. And Junior be sitting there cracking up. He's like, got you, buddy, didn't I? Junior had some good games. He had another one. I'll give you one more and we got out of here. Drinking game. So, you know, everybody go to the bar. Hey, let's hang out. Let's chill, right? So everybody there, on the whole team, let's take shots. Let's go, brother. Oh, yeah, brother. We're going to go undefeated this year, Super Bowl year. We went 8-8, right? We went 6-10, whatever. Go, let's go. And shot. You go. Wiley, you going to kill him again? Yeah. You done? You like, man, woo. That was strong. Ooh. Junior over there going, ooh, too. And you look up. Then the next day you find out, Junior be like, buddy, how was those shots last night? We had a ball, didn't we? I was like, yeah, that was a good time, man. Thank you for throwing that, putting it together. Because he had his restaurant, Seau and all that. He was like, yeah, buddy, I'm feeling great. I got up and did my workout 5 in the morning. Where are you guys? Oh, man, we just getting up now. Oh, yeah. All that water I was drinking. I was like, water? He said, buddy, I don't drink that. I stuck him with getting shots of water. He tells the waitress, and he did this like 3 times. He would tell the waitress, water for me, shots for them. And then he'd be sitting there like with a little cup of water. Ooh. He was a good dude, man. I say it like this, and I'm not lying. He was the best player I ever played with the biggest heart. Like the nicest, biggest heart, best player. Because usually the higher you get, the better the player. The heart is a little less, typically. They're not as nice, typically, right? This dude, he act like he was the sorriest dude on the team. Like, literally. And he was the best. It was crazy. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you really care about the Pro Bowl? I can't lie. It's a better headline than it actually is a story. Because, like, I don't care if the Pro Bowl gone now because I've already killed it in my head. It's already been dead. So since it's dead, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't miss it at all. And I don't think I will because it was never what it was supposed to be, and it never was what they acted like it was. So bye-bye. All right, let's get into this, man. Let's go to the WNBA culture. We got to give Whitlock some time to talk about the WNBA culture. And we got to get into this Enes Kanter stuff because, as you know, Enes be Enesing. Let's hear what they talking about over here as I give some fans some love. Top fans, what you doing? What you doing? Top fans in the building. Stomp is number 1. Stomp. And who is K.Y. Martime guy? Congrats, rookie. I like that. We got a rookie up in here. Rafael Ramirez, Drew Mack, Mike. All right, there we go. Now we got our OGs. But I love that. New booty up in here. Mr. Sam, the member, is in the building. Love to you. Jared M., the member, in the building. Love to you. Oh, we got some super chats. Super chats. Man, my eyes are gone. I can't see. Damn, I'm doing what old people do. I'm doing this. 51 ain't no punk. I never played at your level. All right, this is from KY Mark Time guy. Okay, this is why you number 2. I've never played at your level, but at D1AA. I played D1AA. What you mean you ain't playing my level? That's what Columbia is. Ivy League, D1AA. What up, boy? And a grad transfer to an SEC program. I wasn't good enough for NFL. This stuff is soft, man. Love you. I know what you mean. From your vantage point, it does look soft. I'm trying to tell you from the inside, it's the same. No one wanted to play back then. We just played it off different. We didn't know what was really going on. I'm telling you, if you go back now, watch a 1998 game, the game, not the highlights, the game. You're going to start to witness it. You're going to be like, oh, they were chilling. So you remember how the NFL started to say, all right, y'all ain't got to tackle each other no more because y'all wasn't tackling. When did they change that rule? They weren't tackling each other. They were just getting on each other and going, oh, please fall, please fall. So all I'm saying is it's been like this. We got this propensity to blame somebody else, blame who's next. It's like blaming the kids right now when it's really because of lack of good parenting. What did they say in Karate Kid? Daniel's son, there is no bad student, just bad teacher. I agree. I mean, I think you can, look, there are some bad apples. There's some badass kids out there. But I think 99.9% of them could be corrected. If you put them in the right condition, environment, parenting, yeah. But let's go here. And thanks for the membership, somebody. Same one, KY Martin guy, Martin guy. I love it, brother. All right, let's get into this. But don't be stop blaming how you gonna blame a kid? Like that's what we doing right now in the NFL, blaming the kids. These dudes are 23. They ain't do nothing. I've been in the Pro Bowl twice. You trying to say I got it killed? I ended it? No, your ass did it. Your 13-time Pro Bowl ass, you ended it because you didn't play hard 13 times. Always blaming somebody. It's your ass.
The media sells it. They are pro-women who the WNBA is not pro-transgender the way the media sells it. They are pro-women who live like men. That is the whole plot.
That's deep. I have never thought about that in my life. But then when you hear it, you're like, oh, I have seen that. Let's go through this.
The WNBA is not pro-transgender the way the media sells it. They are pro-women who live like men. That is the whole plot. Wow. Cheryl Reeve puts on a Trans Kids Belong shirt. Gabby Williams and the activist class run the same script. And everybody pretends this is about males crashing a women's locker room. It is not. Listen to the people who actually run the culture of that league.
If we have a league that was built on Black women, and we still have a league that is still majority Black women, if Black queer women are not excluding people from shit, then none of us are.
Absolutely.
Y'all following? That was interesting what she just said there. Whitlock gonna have to unpack that, huh?
Colson just said the quiet part with the volume all the way up. The league was built on Black women, according to them. It is still majority Black women. And if Black queer women are not excluding people, then none of us are. That is not a sports science argument. That is an identity argument. That is a culture declaring its standard for the entire WNBA. And what is the standard? Look at how the stars actually live. Brittney Griner has talked about wanting her kids to call her pops. Take a listen.
You're about to be a mom.
How is that feeling? Pops. Yeah, pops.
That is not a woman defending womanhood. That is a woman claiming the male seat in the house. Kirsten Bell presents Like a Man. The Studs Buds brand is a male identity with a ring light.
Dog, when I found out about that, I was like, why has it got so much traction? And then, here's the thing. It's okay for all things to coexist, but you can't put resistance in place. You can't say, okay, we're going to squish you into this corner. Come into this room, but this is the corner you must sit in. So think about it, and I've heard this a lot. The heterosexual female who, got a husband at home, got two itty bitties, and she playing in the WNBA, she's in the room, but they got her in the corner. Because if you come to this event, and some people said Caitlin Clark didn't go to the Stud Buzz or didn't walk the red carpet because she didn't want to deal with that. She didn't want her brand to be put in the corner. Because if not, you got to go over there with the main stage. And the main stage is, you know how we getting down. That's gangster.
Natasha Howard. Who do you think the man of the house is in Stephanie White's relationship with ESPN's Lisa Salters? Half the league's off-court relationships run on the same pattern. The woman is the man in the pair. They dress like it, they move like it, they police language like it. That off-court male identity is the mirror they are fighting to keep polished. So when that culture says trans, they are not daydreaming about Leah Thomas taking the last scholarship. They are protecting the woman and the women who already live as men. They want the world to affirm her male presentation. They want no parts of competing against the man who wants to become a woman. Those are opposite projects. One is internal solidarity. The other is a biological trespass on the category that pays their bills. That is why the shirt always shows up and the testosterone data never does. That is why Protect Women's Sports gets mocked as stupidity on their podcast, while Trans Kids Belong gets a standing ovation. They are not confused. You are. The press is. The league office is happy to let you stay confused because confusion is good branding and bad categories make good activism.
Yo, he wrote this one. I know that some people don't like Jason Whitlock, and I know some people don't like me, and I know some people don't like everybody. So I don't play that game. Like, I give everybody a new clean slate, and then they sometimes just follow their patterns. Jason is like, he's unveiling what's really at the core of this, because we all see the hit. I don't care where you are with things. Just disconnect from where you are to where this is. And where this is, because of the hypocrisy, because of the contradictions, because of the pretzel logic we keep saying, y'all tripping on Enes and he trying to protect y'all. Why? Because, as he said, we are confused. They not. They fighting a different battle. They just ain't announcing it.
Common sense is simple. A league full of women who identify as male in the relationship will defend transgender men. Women living as men, like family. They will not defend males in the female lane the same way. Watch what they celebrate. Watch what they wear. Watch who they call pops. The WNBA is not leading a science debate. It is protecting its own mirror.
Yeah, everybody always talking about journalism. That was some journalism. God dang. You do your job so well, I ain't got nothing to say, but wow. And I got something to say always, but wow. That was insane. I know, look, I'm just going to keep it that wow. I wish my daughter was WNBA worthy. But then when they got to that place, I also will be leery of like, baby, protect yourself. Be careful up there now. You know, it ain't all good, you know? You want your son or daughter to go to that high school because they got a great academics, they got a great football team. But then you also say, look, be careful in the neighborhood. Be careful on the way to school. You know what you got to go through to get there. It's one of those. That's what this looked like from the outside, at least.
I did not cross over the baseline or sideline, and we're not allowed to touch any players, obviously, the fans. So I didn't break any rules. So for them to come out and throw me out of the game, and literally, you know, they said his actions was equal to shooting a gun. I just cannot believe it. I don't know who is his PR person, but they're doing a terrible job. So we might be looking into a lawsuit for sure, because this is unacceptable, and this is not.
Y'all hear that? Lawsuit.
What a sportsmanship look like. Natasha should be the one that's thrown out of the game or get fined. We wrote to commissioner and the task force. We are waiting for them to hear back, but this is just unacceptable. This is not what a sportsmanship look like. So we'll just wait to see what happens. I did not.
Wait to see what happens. So this is the public version of a demand letter. Basically, he's basically saying, look, if y'all don't adjust, if y'all don't change your tune, if y'all don't apologize, y'all don't clarify, something coming your way. That's what. If you guys never received a demand letter, and look, when I was an itty bitty and growing up and in college, I never got one. Demand letters come when you got some money. You all of a sudden somebody be like, yeah, I demand you. You know you did me wrong, but you were broke before, so I ain't demanding nothing. But now you got some money, I'm demanding you give me some money, or else I'm gonna tell the world. And that's where they are right now. He about to talk that talk. So we're gonna find that letter, and we also gonna hear him talk a little bit more on the whole conversation of let's give him a little more on that convo right there. This is gangster. All right, here we go. Keep going, Enes. You putting pressure on him, you know it.
The WNBA told you or got in contact with you, they were reporting that sources were telling them that, in fact, you are not going to be eligible for the draft next year. Have you heard anything official?
No, please do not believe those news, because they're all fake news. The NBA commissioner or the task force or the WNBA itself did not contact with us, or we didn't hear anything official. Listen, I'm a peacemaker. I'm not a troublemaker, and I'm a very easy person to deal with. If they ever have, some kind of issue, please come and talk to me. And listen, we're not asking anything difficult. All we're asking is Article 13, right? Section 1 says if you identify as a woman, you're allowed to play. So if tomorrow they can come up and add the word biological next to the female, I will drop everything immediately. But till then, I am allowed to play. I should be playing, and I will be getting ready for the 2027 WNBA draft.
Did you hear that? This is when there's so much ego in the room, especially from the WNBA, because they made this problem. They could have easily just came out and said, okay, let's just clarify, redefine. Let's just get this out the way. But instead, they trying to act like they so inclusive, and they know they ain't. They just don't want to be punked. They don't want to be exposed into forcing them to do it. You ever been there? When you know the other person, you arguing, then bam, you're like, yo, they right. I know they right. But I ain't going to say nothing. I ain't going to let them know they right. I'm going to keep arguing. And then later, I'm going to go quietly and think about it, and then come back and be like, you know what? My bad. Or more importantly, most people don't even say my bad or I'm sorry. They come back and they just act different. They do exactly what they were arguing against. That person was telling you, man, you need to just pay attention more when you driving, dog. You need to pay attention more. Man, what do you mean? We ain't got no accident. We ain't getting no accident. We ain't never been no accident. I ain't never got pulled over. You saying all this stuff. Then you go back. Then you know what you do? Next time you're in the car with them, you ain't even apologizing. You just riding. You paying more attention. We all got that ego, that stubbornness. We all got that. We all got that. Right? But that's what the WNBA is right now. They are so damn stubborn that they really gonna get sued, y'all. This ain't no joke. And I'm for him. I think it's a noble cause. He's doing my work. He's doing the work that I want someone to do so my daughter can have her opportunities. Daughters, I got 2 little ones left. Shoot, we done found the coach. We found the coach. Now, I don't know if I got the players, but I got some 99 percentiles. I got a big girl. So it's just like, come on, y'all. What we doing? Is this it? Let's see. Yep. Okay, let's read it. Let's read this letter. Let's get smart. Enes Kanter Freedom has sent a letter to WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert requesting answers to 5 questions after his ejection from the Fever Sky game and banned from the arena. Identify the policy, the rule, directive, or instruction relied upon in treating certain spectators, including me, differently when we express a viewpoint that appears unpopular with the WNBA. You better not answer that one. That is a setup. That is a landmine. You will get sued quicker. 2, identify whether the decision to eject me was made or requested by WNBA personnel, Chicago Sky personnel, Wintrust Arena personnel, security personnel, or another individual or entity. You better not answer that, WNBA, or y'all gonna get sued fast as hell. Confirm whether Mrs. Cloud's conduct has been or will be reviewed under any league policy governing player interactions with fans, including rules governing altercations that require player suspension, and state what accountability, if any, she, her team, and management will face. You can answer that one. But I know y'all ain't did nothing. Y'all better call her in this morning. Say, hey, we talked to you, didn't we? Yeah, I'm right here. Good, bye. And then answer that one. Number 4, provide a full refund of the cost of my courtside tickets. You can answer that one. You ain't got to give me his money back. I don't think so. Preserve all materials relating to this incident, including relevant video footage, incident, or security reports, communications concerning my attendance or removal, communications referring to my WNBA draft announcement or public advocacy for women's sports, and any applicable policies or event day directives. He's given them 5 business days to respond. Why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. Jesus. You talk about making your own problems. The WNBA can't get right. They just had a record-setting day, one of them Caitlin Clark games. I think it was Fever Sky. I don't know. One of them games set a record, 3.5 million people. God dang. Walking around with the NFL now. That's insane. But what y'all doing? Y'all over there instigating some dude by actually avoiding the real conversation, which you need to have, which you should have, and which will set and define what you're standing for. And get this, you will get a lawsuit out the way, you will get all this BS noise out the way, and you will realign yourself to what your initiatives are and let the fans, public know what you stand for. But instead, it sounds like y'all stand for some BS. Because y'all can't just say, yeah, we're from women, biological women. Stop playing. Whew, silliness. All right, let's get to Stephen A. Smith. What are you talking about? Actually, I want to go to basketball real quick. Let's whatever one pop up. How about that? I don't like making y'all wait. The DJ and me don't like y'all waiting. Made me feel bad. Like, oh man, my people just looking at me. Imagine you a DJ, you ain't playing another song. They like, you just be sitting there. And they be like, damn, dog, this is a sorry ass party. You know, you be like, damn, dog, you gonna go? You gonna play something? So here we go. I want to get into this. Deion really went there. He's saying why they really hate him. He said the reason is they think I jumped the line.
Let me tell you what happened. Because JSU was a completely different experience watching you there. But when you came here, I felt the way that first season.
Yeah.
And I was looking at some of these coaches, and I was like, we know people that don't know us.
Right.
Settle down. I was angry. I was angry. I didn't get in nobody's DM.
I'm happy for you.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
They thought I skipped the line. They were upset because they thought I skipped the line. They thought I hadn't put in enough work to be where God had planted me. Let me explain. They think that they could be a graduate assistant and run around and do whatever the coaches need them to do. And then next thing you know, they're assistant position coach. And then next thing you know, they befriend all these people and the coach take them with them and they climb up. They didn't understand when I was playing. The coordinators would come to me and say, well, what you want to do this week? I tell you what, I got him, y'all double him, and we're going to be good on this and that. But when we go man, I tell you what, let's play man across the board, but make sure he's covered. Put him, like they didn't understand that thought process. They didn't understand that I coach youth football and painted lines on the field and bought the fields and bought the equipment.
Yes, you did.
And cut deals for the uniforms and did this and took them all around the world. When we went to the Hall of Fame with 7 busloads of kids that we played in Memphis, we played in Louisville, Kentucky, then we played in Canton, Ohio. They didn't understand all the years of high school coaching, of youth coaching. They didn't get that.
And you know what's interesting about not getting that? You're not respecting the player coaching him. You're not respecting that he's wiring different, the same thing that you guys all want to give juice to. You guys all want to give juice to your career. He played, and then he went back to different levels to give it to them, to give them the tutelage, give them the knowledge. So he's coaching. Like I coach youth level, and it's not the NFL, but guess what? It's still football. Now you can't give them all the information because they ain't ready for it. But sometimes that's harder. It's easier to just say, "This is all I know. Here, take it." Versus, "Damn, I can't give them that. I got to go over here. I got to dumb it down. I got to meet them where they are, and then I got to be more patient. I got to be more understanding. I got to say it more concise. I got don't think that lower means easy all the time. Sometimes it's like right now, we have forgotten so many basic educational things. Remember the day you knew all the 50 states and the 50 capitals? I guarantee you right now, say them now, fool. Let me just say my prayers. I ain't gonna make it. I don't know them 50 state, 50 capitals no more. In the third grade, second grade, I knew them. See what I'm saying? You can forget the basic stuff. And then you got to go return back to it. You ain't smarter than the third grader.
All the years of coaching on them All-American game.
Yep, absolutely.
They didn't get that. They just saw an expeditious elevation because I went from Jackson, now I'm here. He don't deserve that because we didn't get it like that. No. First of all, you ain't prime. Let's get that straight. And I hate to drop that, but
no. But this is what I'm saying, Deion.
But that's why they was upset.
Yeah.
So that I just wanted to put context. That's why.
Deion didn't let that man ask that question because the first time he was talking too long. Deion, you slick. Go ahead, man.
And I hear you, and it angers me.
Yeah.
Because if you only get to hold that position because you don't want to do your due diligence.
Yeah. But this is an ongoing debate.
Okay.
I'm going to put it like this.
What?
People out there watching this. If you play 5 years in the NFL, what do you think that's equivalent to coaching? I'm answering the question.
Oh, yes, you asking a question.
Snelly, what you think?
5 years.
If I play 5 years, how many years you think that's equivalent to coaching? Is it less or is it more?
No, it's tenure.
Okay.
At least like.
So that's like equivalent to 10 years of coaching.
Yes. No, a 10-year, maybe like 15, 20 years because you have experience, game day experience.
So what if you play 14 years in the NFL?
Well, then you already got a doctorate degree.
Yeah. You're buying a team.
You ain't got a bachelor's. You don't have a master's.
So I'm not saying that every player can coach. I'm not saying that.
Absolutely.
But if they put in the work and that was their desire and they was on that youth field with 5 and 6 year olds, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11. I used to go to the NFL Network after a long day of coaching with I throw a sweatsuit on what I already was. I knew I was good and funky, but I'm sitting up there. Nobody ain't gonna try me. I'm in first class. And go to work, NFL Network, and work all day and come back on a red eye and be there for my kids the next morning at school. I land at 6 a.m. So I did that for I don't know how many years. So don't tell me that I'm not qualified or even educated.
All right, so
okay, so sometimes, and I'm with Deion on this. Obviously, Deion has been exposed at times for not being the best coach. But guess what? That's everyone except the best coach. And actually, that's the best coach too, because as he was trying to become the best coach, y'all were calling him out. Bill Belichick, 4th and 2. Remember in Indianapolis? Best coach, what are you doing? Y'all remember that? I mean, how many warts you need to see? Bill Belichick, he shouldn't even get a job again after Cleveland, even though Cleveland made the playoffs, and they don't usually make the playoffs, but they did when Belichick was there. Then he goes to New England, struggles. Best coach even gets beat up. You think everybody else ain't gonna get beat up? So what Deion gets beat up with is some of the decision-making, clock management, like little details the nerd coach can make. Deion ain't making those decisions. Every coach got their warts. Every coach. Some coach yells too much. Some coach don't yell enough. We know the game. But this is what I hate. When they say you skip the line, and really what they need to say is, I wasn't watching. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't looking at you when you were in line. Because to get anywhere, you got to put in work, y'all. This shit don't come easy. He was once a thug from around the way. My life was never easy. So people all of a sudden say, dang, dog, how you get there? How you do that? And I know that because I learned that lesson from when I left LA for high school. Leave LA for high school. This is no cell phone era, right? No cell phones. You got to send me a letter, dog. If not, I see you after the end of the summer or I see you on Christmas break. Other than that, gone. So all my LA roots basically never saw me play college football because Columbia wasn't on TV. So no one saw me putting in work. All they would do is see me sometimes here and there in the off season or see me here and there during break. Oh, you're getting big. You're getting big. You're getting big. Then you get drafted. What? How you get drafted? From there? You would like that? Like that? Then, you know, they got boys at SC, USC, UCLA. They going up to Cal. They going to Stanford games. They going around. They going everywhere. And they seeing they boy put in work. So he in the line to them. He putting in the work. He in the line. Me, skip the line. How you skip the line? Because he big. You didn't see me put in the work. Just say it. Just say it. You didn't see me put in the work. It's okay. I didn't skip the line. I ain't rig it. You just didn't see the work.
Was that was the thing, my brother. But I never said that to nobody.
Well,
I never gave them this.
Yes, absolutely.
And I never said that.
No, and I appreciate you because here's what I would say: if any of the sports news outlets broke a story later today that Peyton Manning,
why you read my mind,
is getting
a head coaching job. Forget college. Let's go NFL.
Everybody would go, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because he was basically the offensive coordinator already when he was on the field and blah, 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 blah.
But you would question Ray Lewis. You would question Ed Reed. You would question a multitude of these young men who, when I tell you, they didn't only play the game at a high level.
They transcended the position.
Yeah, and they thought the game.
Absolutely.
Like the intellect of the game.
That's right.
Honestly, sometimes it's simplistic because you already know.
Boy. All right, let's get back to that spicy part when they was talking about if Peyton Manning was a coach somewhere today, we wouldn't trip, and we would trip. Give me the equivalent, because I think part of it is position. And part of it is race, it feels like. It looked like they were implying the race element, and I'm thinking the position element, because all the references he gave weren't quarterbacks. Ray Lewis. I don't know if y'all, I wouldn't question it. Eddie George is a coach. Eddie George is coaching right now. Michael Vick is a black quarterback. He's coaching right now. Reason I question Michael Vick is because Michael Vick told us he didn't prepare. So when Michael Vick becomes a coach, you're like, oh, I got to see that. Deshaun Jackson's a coach. Marshall Faulk's a coach. None of those are quarterbacks, though. So give me beat it up in the comments. Where's our black comp? Where's our black quarterback that Warren Moon? If Warren Moon wanted to coach somewhere, I ain't saying, oh, man, Warren Moon. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like, oh, Warren Moon, I don't know. I'd be like, oh, Warren Moon's coaching. Damn, I'm trying to think. McNabb will have a little question. Because he's silly. He like me, he's silly. And he, some dust ups. Who's the black quarterback coach? That you wouldn't trip on. I just don't think that was fully comp to comp. Usually the examples, if they're not analogous, they throw you off. And next thing you know, we're going down a rabbit hole talking about, yeah, they racist because Peyton Manning, no one would care. You ain't got no comps. Doug Williams, I wouldn't think twice. But also, I don't think our general knowledge of Doug Williams is as great, obviously, as Peyton Manning, Donovan McNabb, Warren Moon. Like, we really low. Give me a quarterback, Rodney Peete. Yeah, people would probably question because he was a starter, but then he was a backup, and he was more of a backup than a starter. See what I'm saying? You ain't got – see, this is the life lesson. This is what twists people. This is what gets people in their feelings. This is when you start acting like an auntie. You got auntie behavior. You just literally get triggered because someone said, if Peyton Manning was a coach tomorrow, you wouldn't trip. And you like, yeah, that's racial. That's discrimination. Or you will go somewhere it's not. You know what it's not? It's not what you're thinking because you have nothing else to even compare it to. Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning, top 5. I'm being nice. Peyton Manning, for me, he's certainly my favorite quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback ever. I think. It's tough. Marino, Elway, you got to throw Brady in there, but Brady's not going to be the best. He's the greatest. Different words. Favorite, Peyton Manning. Best, we talking about it now. Greatest, Tom Brady. Peyton Manning's Marcellus's favorite, and Tom Brady is the greatest. Who's the best? Marino, Elway, Young. Man, if Montana wasn't there. Marino, Elway, Young is close though. Marino, Elway, Manning. That's the 3. I go Peyton. I go Peyton. Point being, okay, look what I just named. Marino, Elway, Manning, Young, Brady. Let's name the black ones. Moon, McNabb, Mahomes. Oh, my God. I was like, 1, we struggling, but 2, jeez, we needed that. Who's the other 2? Moon, Mahomes, McNabb. I just say McNabb. McNabb was insane. But look, let's just be real. God dang it, stop talking about color. This hand is whooping this hand ass badly too. Real bad. So stop comping them. You ain't the same. Coach tripping. Coach ain't tripping. You ain't as good as him, fool. Damn. When you gonna realize it? That's when you're gonna get better. You keep thinking you him. He ain't you and you ain't him. He is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted brim. What's my mother funkin' name? So stop thinking y'all the same. We walk around here all day getting triggered because we think we the same or we comped up. That's all this group thinking. That's all this monolith thought. If we ain't down with together, that's why you lost, because you get together and think y'all the same. You ain't. Somebody who's really smart is going to sift through all of that and be like, you. That's what Master P was talking about the other day. It ain't about what you are and all that, who you think I am. It's about who you show to be. Simple as that. So I can't even finish the top 5 for the black quarterbacks. I want to say Vic, but I'm not going to do that. But I can do that. But dog, the top 5 black quarterbacks is way drastically different than the top 5 white quarterbacks. Now, see, you're getting triggered again. Why are you doing it? Okay, let's do the 5 white running backs. You want to feel better about yourself, black people? whoever you are, 5 white running backs. 5 black running backs. Now we even. Stop getting triggered, y'all. Stop getting triggered. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. We'll get into another topic. Where's our fans at? Where are our top fans at? Got some love in here. Stomp, KY, Mark Time Guy, Rafael Ramirez, Drew Mack, Mike, same OGs and the new booty. Love it. Let's get into some more topics. Getting a little spicy over here, Wiley. You know, every day on this show, we find a new lane of a nugget, like something to just really help us in the real world. All through these topics. It's crazy. At least I do. And I'm here. I'm here every day. I don't know about y'all. But it's real. It's real. Wow, spicy. Let's keep the spice going. Stephen A. Smith said they ducking the smoke. Who are they? Let's hear it.
I've invited Don Lemon on this show.
Don Lemon?
Don Lemon wants to talk privately first. But he said a whole bunch of things publicly.
Yeah.
President Erin Haynes for NABJ. I've invited her on the show. She wants to talk privately.
Yeah.
After she spoke publicly. I've invited Jasmine Crockett on the show. Crickets, I ain't hear the word. I've invited Kamala Harris on the show. Crickets, I ain't hear a word. publicly. Privately, Kamala Harris and I already met face to face. Over a year ago. 2 hours. Why he brings that up? Michelle Obama has been invited on this show. Haven't heard a word. Kerry Champion and Jamel Hill have been invited on this show.
I'm frozen. I'm sorry. Y'all can still hear me, though. Just give me the yeah. Y'all can still hear me, and I'll fix it in a sec.
I ain't got no problems. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have time to have hate in my heart. I mean, maybe for one person who y'all all know, and I'll leave that alone. But outside of that, I really don't have time for hatred in my heart. I certainly don't hate any of these women. I've got nothing but love for them. Do you know that if Kerry Champion or Jamel Hill or any of those ladies wanted to meet with me, I would? Do you know if they wanted to come onto this show together, like me hosting a round table with these ladies? No problem. Car service, flights, all this stuff. I'll pay for you to come on in. Let's have a conversation.
Now see you floss a belly.
I'll be the only male in attendance if you want me to be with all of you together. If not one at a time. It's not a problem.
It's getting to you, brother. I hear it.
If you ever needed my help, I'd be there. And if President Haynes, who I've never met, don't know, never spoke to in my life, had done the same and reached out, I would have done the same. From what my sources tell me, she's telling folks, including people who are mentors and friends of mine, members of the NABJ, that she reached out to me and I declined. That is a lie. It never happened.
Trust me, I believe you because I know how that goes in the media. Someone say one thing, and in reality, they are doing a complete opposite of that. So I have no reason to doubt you, Stephen A. It ain't hard to reach somebody. It's amazing when you really want to reach somebody, you reach them. When you really need something, you really want something, you find a way. And it's amazing also when it doesn't happen. Oh, they were talking. I tried. No, you didn't really want to. Calling me one time at 2:37 a.m. and letting it ring once is not trying to reach me. Right? Calling me and hanging up as soon as you hear the first ring is not trying to reach me. Getting sick and tired of these fake ass people, and then they just be leading their little constituents. Oh, she ain't scared of the smoke. Yes, she is. She ain't trying to holler at me. Put it like this. If I had $1 billion to give her, would she have gave the same effort of trying to reach me or a better effort? You answer that, donut.
Never. That is false. It never happened. There's a whole bunch of people that want to meet with me privately but don't want to meet with me publicly.
Talk your talk.
But I'm telling you, in those cases, they ain't reach out to me. That's a lie.
You a lie.
And I declined to come. Me? Really? Stop it.
That's the game, dog. That's the game. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try and get me unfroze first before we have to chop it up. It's a lot of BS out here right now. It's a lot of BS. I'm trying to see if y'all keeping up with me. So I know y'all delayed. A lot of BS out here, y'all. I mean, it's rampant. They saying it's like headlines. Just say it, and nobody gonna do the due diligence to figure it out or know that you not telling the truth and move on. Simple as that. That's where we are right now. That's where we are as a world. I'm not gonna call that lady a liar, but I'm gonna say she ain't telling the truth. Or if she is telling the truth, that was the weakest effort you ever gave. You can't reach Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith? It ain't hard to find Stephen A. Smith. I knew I should have reset my computer. This is what happens when I leave my computer on for days and days and weeks and weeks. That's all right. Y'all can see this video, so I'm going to do this. I don't need to be seen. I see a lot of creators that should be talking behind it anyway. I don't like that version, but shoot, let's go. We got to do it for the next couple minutes. Let's get into this. Let's get into, Yeah, I want to hear about Bob Myers and the Lakers. I mean, how LeBron left the Lakers and went to Bob Myers and all that stuff. That's gangster. How you take over like that, dog? I want to do that. We got Draymond Green. We still got tons of topics we could get into. Antonio Gates talks about his divorce. I want to get into that. Y'all. If y'all don't know, I know about that all too well. Oh, there I go. I'm back. Good. I believe. Y'all been listening to the Game album with me? I told y'all that's a classic album. Classic album. I bet y'all ain't listening to it either. All right, here we go. Bob Myers. I want to hear this. This is dope. That man had an off season, didn't he? Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm back. Hold on, I'm back. If I'm back, don't do that, boy. Almost kicked y'all out. Here we go. Let's go. Almost kicked y'all out. Y'all be like, Wiley, you are budget. Broke ass. Oh, man. Let's get some. Bob Myers, talking about flex on them, baby. Flex. You got LeBron and Jaylen Brown in one off season. Fit in. You're different. Be different. We brought you here because you're a different and a difference maker. Blah, blah, blah. Man. He didn't say much, but he said enough. I expected more juice out of that, talking about LeBron and Jaylen Brown. You could have went a lot further. But you know what? What we just heard there, somebody who is protecting relationships. I ain't going to say what they were thinking. I ain't going to say what they were doing. I'm not going to say the guys that lie, the guys that are on the fence. I can tell you the straight shooters because that's a compliment. That's how this game went. Interesting. Okay. What time? We got 10 more minutes? All right. Y'all tell me, beat it up in the comments. Y'all want to go quarterback Cleveland? We could go Draymond. No, definitely not Draymond. LeVar, drunk Barkley. You know what? Those are evergreen. This is what happens on the show. There are like topics that are topical, trending, stuff like that. And then there's topics that are really good, but you can play that shit on a Wednesday in November, and it's still gonna be the same thing. It ain't gonna be like old or whatever. So it's evergreen, as they say. So sorry, you know where we gotta go. Y'all ready to warm your voices up? Let's go there. Boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna do. Everybody not a place to hide. Okay, so we're going to Cleveland. You know we are. We're going to go get the phonics and keep it the phonics. Everybody. I don't know what they were saying, but once got the pain, lick up my pain. and did a home dog. I got to hang with them once. It was dope. Sports Nation used to give us we used to kick it on Sports Nation.
An opening statement. Greeny, the Cleveland Browns got the quarterback decision completely wrong. I had to sign up in our building. In God we trust. For everyone else, we need data. Show me the data that over 6 years, you played in 19 games, been suspended 11, had shoulder surgery, tore your Achilles tendon twice, and then 6 years later came back and played 17 games at a high level. Shedeur Sanders, to me, has really compelling upside. I know it hasn't been perfect. Most young quarterbacks are a little bit bumpy, but he has still going with to be Deshaun Watson. What did you think of it?
You know what? Honestly, at this point, I just don't even care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter anymore. And look, we know. Look, I am a believer in Shedeur Sanders. I'm a believer in the way he's been brought up in the game of football, and I believe, given a fair and equitable shot, I do believe that he is someone who has starting potential.
Look, fan of Louis Riddick. Let me say the same thing. Blah blah blah. Fair and equitable chance. Are we talking about life? Football, sports, fair and equitable chance? Where, what, when, why? I don't even want a football team that gives out fair and equitable chances. You know why? Because I've been in the damn line with somebody who can't even walk straight, let alone run fast. I don't want him to get a chance. Coach, judge his ass. He's sorry. It's okay. He's just out here because his mama wanted somebody to babysit him for 3 hours, and he loves football. Doesn't mean he gets a chance. He better not touch the field. Not if we really trying to go. We trying to win. Sit his sorry ass down. Put a uniform on him like the rest of us, and he the homie. Stop babysitting this fool like that. He taking a rep from me, and I'm about to go get it. This is football. Y'all know that. Fair and look, Fair and equitable for what? So everybody gets the shot at the crown? No, you got to earn your way to get close enough to take the shot at the crown. That's what I mean. Sorry.
Browns don't believe that, though. They have already delivered that message. They don't believe it. And we know that Deshaun is not the long-term answer. So to me, it doesn't really matter. This is going to be nothing but apathy just flowing through the streets of Cleveland this year because they've already turned the page to 2027. That's just the fact, and that sucks for them. It really.
Man, Lewis, I love you to pieces. They ain't turned no page. They just sitting there acting like they ain't watching. They ain't looking at the book. They ain't turn no page. That sucker go out there 3-0, watch it be Deshaun fever, Deshaun mania. I've been there before. The whole league turned the page on Doug Flutie. He had to go to Canada. Sucker was the man through the Hail Mary. Go to Canada, little man, little engine that can't. Came back to New York, came back to Buffalo. Now put him on the bench. Give him that little uniform. Let him be the homie. I thought y'all turned the page on him. And y'all paid Rob Johnson $25 million, which back in those days is like paying somebody now $300 million. Man, move on. Doug got in that game. Flutie Mania. He's selling Frosted Flakes. He's selling Flutie Flakes at grocery stores. I thought y'all turned the page on him. Man, don't ever let nobody tell you it's a wrap. If you got a chance, you got a chance. Ain't no wrap. Deshaun, we ain't caring about. Yes, you are. I guarantee if they go 3-0, because they need a 3, 2 on the road, win those 2 on the road, come back home, win that home game. Deshaun. And he better be thinking like that. Cats be trying to write you off. You ain't got the pen. You ain't got the pen, homie, to write me off. That's a bar.
Really does. I've heard people talk on the show about the fact that the Browns fans shouldn't go there. They should be ticked off. And you know what? As someone who played there for 3 years, when we had some pretty darn good football teams, but we didn't have a quarterback, I understand just how that frustration can roll. And they should be frustrated right now.
I'm with you, Lewis. I mean, you go to training camp, and the stands are packed every single year in Brea, Ohio. It is a special place. To say they shouldn't go to games is easier said than done. They love football there. They can't live without it. But I'm with you, Mike. They got this wrong. Shedeur Sanders is the future of this team for this year. Next year, maybe it's Arch Manning, CJ Carr, Darian Mensah, whomever. But
okay, I'm about to get out of this. You know why? I'm just about to get out of this. I'm aboard. I'm aboard. I got to, because I know what's happening now. Everybody got their ass whooped for talking bad about Shedeur, so now everybody got in line. Like, you got smart people like Louis Riddick, if you really listen to what he's saying, he don't agree with that. He knows that he's never been on a team ever where everybody should get a fair chance. Ever. For what? Does he run a 4-4 like me? No. He runs a 5-4. So why are you getting a fair chance? He can't play receiver. He in a receiver line. Everyone deserves a fair and equitable chance. Oh, so we're going to bet on who? Oh, the 5th rounder who was inconsistent and set some franchise records for lows. I mean, this is just data, y'all. Lowe's is the guy we should bet on. Well, he's better than the option. Well, he ain't getting $230 million to bet on him. Like, we forgetting all the stuff that we know to be true because people tired of getting their ass handed to them in the media and on social media when you say something bad about Shedeur. So you the punks. Not y'all. Not talking about them because I like them. I'm just saying that's what you buying into, some punk behavior, auntie behavior. I wish I would. I wish I would be over here talking about, They got me upset. All these smart-ass football minds just getting politicized. And I say politicized because they scared of the power. They scared of that. They scared to talk truth to power. And Shedeur got power. he got a name. You say something bad about Shedeur, good luck. That's how the game goes. So Cheap R1 gave a super chat. Wiley, did you talk about Big Baller Brand today? No. Was I supposed to? Oh, the LeVar Ball stuff. It's a long topic. What time is it? Oh, y'all, that's 2 of them. No Triple B today. All right, you know what? Since I aborted that one, we're going to do Triple B real quick. It might go a couple minutes over, but that's it. Then we out of here. Let's do it. I've been teasing it. I got a super chat, and I see Mike asking about it. We got to go there. Okay, let's go. It's not really Triple B, but it's LeVar. So y'all know LeVar nut. Let's go here. I'll let it play more than normal so we can get through it. I don't want y'all late to work.
I tried my hand at coaching girls, and I did two years with the girls, and the same year.
Well, what ain't
I
you
did 4
done?
years.
Hold on, man. What ain't you done?
It's not a lot that I haven't done.
What's your legacy?
Whose legacy?
Yours.
Mine. If you can't charge it, I don't care what it is.
What's your legacy, Mr. Tatum?
Man, just to be great in everything.
What?
What kind of hood? Let me stop. What did LeVar say if you can't charge it? What did he say? Somebody write it. Beat up in the comments. What did LeVar say his legacy was?
And everything I do, that's my legacy. And
So what makes you an ultimate dad?
shit, hearing my kids call me every day.
I heard that.
Being involved
Talk
with
to
them
me.
and shit, just being consistent with them.
What makes you an ultimate dad, Mr. Wade?
Being the father of my children.
All right, Mr. Ball.
They overqualified for this podcast. The design is genius. It's genius. But what are we doing here? Look at these OGs, man. This shit is hilarious. He's like, what about you, Mr. Ball?
Everybody already knows. No explanation needed.
Well, I'm going to piggyback off of that. Nigga, go to the next.
What's that? No, what is it that we don't know is what I want to know.
What you mean what you don't know?
I want to know what is it that we don't know? You said it.
No, you're not going. You're gonna know everything. I'm the ultimate dad. Everybody knows that. Ask Jesus.
I don't know about all that.
He told me.
I don't know about that.
He said, LeVar Ball, you the best dad ever.
He's the sexiest ultimate dad ever. And we're gonna go to the audience and ask for.
I already put it out there. They already sending it in.
They already sending it in.
Yeah.
I feel like them young pretty girls when they go out and they just see them old men rolling up in them Monte Carlos with that pension check. He got his pension check and he ready to splurge. He like, come here, girl. Come here, young lady. What you doing tonight? Goodness.
Don't y'all send it in too fast and make his heart rate go up.
No.
That's what y'all gonna do because you told him he's so sexy. He gonna be wearing spandex overall.
I hope not. He gonna be Spanx.
y'all need to cut it out. I mean, if y'all don't want me to be,
don't be picking.
But I ain't gonna.
Y'all don't want me to be the sex symbol. Y'all can call me the Hall of Famer. I don't care which one y'all use.
You're the sex symbol. They say you the sexiest dude on 2 feet.
Okay. And
Well,
then
I know one thing. Mr. Tatum's son and my son is going to the Hall of Fame as well. So we'll
hold on.
soon.
Speaking on that,
y'all like the Hall of Fame. That's what y'all see. Y'all been groomed. You've been groomed about the Hall of Fame. It ain't even about the Hall of Fame. You know what it's about?
He opened the door.
You know what it's about?
He said he opened the door.
The goddamn Ball of Fame. God dang it! I got a new one. I got a new one.
All right,
The
hold
Ball
on.
of Fame.
Before we go to the next question, let me put this out there since y'all talking that Hall of Fame stuff.
Hey, he's smooth. I got to give it to him. He's smooth. He look like that dude that be on Instagram that always spray the cologne and walk into it and go, and then do that dance. Wow, wow. Hey, I got a future of looking all right. I got to keep going to yoga and Pilates to look, fresh like that. But I'll be in Columbia soon.
You might go to the Hall of Fame.
I ain't going no Hall of Fame.
Your son might go to the Hall of Fame.
Hey,
but hold on.
Well, you need to
wait.
Okay.
I just need to find out because I got a list of dads like where they fall. Like it's an A-list, A+.
No, we're not gonna get to that list.
So, we getting to the list because you got to fit in somewhere. And you ain't a Hall of Famer yet, so you think about it. And you think about it before you get there.
I ain't gonna think about being a Hall of Fame. You know who designed that little group, Hall of Fame?
What about it?
You know who did that, the Hall of Fame?
Go ahead.
Yeah, a bunch of white guys.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Now,
that's why I said I'm in the new one. I'm in the Ball of Fame. I'm gonna start my own.
That's about the
It's better than that.
So I'm gonna give y'all.
Hey, that's what they told you, and y'all got stuck on Hall of Fame.
But
do y'all hear that? Y'all hear that chalkboard? This is what they call it. Somebody said this is an unction. Big Cheese-a-Roni said this is an unction.
I'll give y'all where y'all at right now, both of y'all.
Stuck on Hall of Fame, man.
The ring.
Yeah.
How many of you got that?
What ring?
In this room.
I can go buy one tomorrow. It'll be whatever I want.
How many
to say.
Well, you go buy you one.
It ain't nobody
buy you one
gonna
because
care.
you
Be walking around
ain't gonna earn one.
But first of all, I ain't gonna have no rings on my fingers because I need my hands to slap folks like you. I don't need no rings.
Hey, that's the golf shot you need to bring you back because you've been struggling this whole round. You shooting a 136, and then you hit one smooth like that. He says to slap your heart. I was about to say, I'm never watching this podcast. I love LeVar Ball to the fullest. I'm never watching this again. But that one joke got me thinking maybe.
I know firecracker ain't talking about no violence.
We're gonna put it in perspective since all of y'all are gonna have Hall of Fame sons at some point.
Not mine.
And so since I'm the Hall of Famer,
I already got him in my Ball of Fame.
Wait.
Come right through my little hallway, you see him.
Since you guys all gonna make it, and I'm already there, and I'm already at the top of the list, at the A list.
That's why
you know what I'm
that
saying.
cream jacket.
So I'm gonna say since you got
the Hall of Fame jacket.
Wait.
It's been 3 minutes and he been loading this joke up. Will you hurry up, Mr. Wade? God dang. It can't be that good. Too much anticipation. And so y'all over there clowning these people. All they need is the backgammon table, some drink, some mothball smell. Like, this is just, woo. This is how them girls be feeling on them cruises when y'all show up on that cruise and be like, sitting on that deck, you start grabbing the rail, you look out, you're like, You playing some Bobby Womack. You can't pull up to no valet playing Bobby Womack. You looking at her and you just staring at her. She like, will you get your old ass out the car?
Wait, since you got one and you got one, and that's all y'all got, y'all fall somewhere around C or D minus. Since you don't have one,
first of all,
since you don't have one, you are in an F status. Or D minus.
Okay, some of y'all don't know who they are. So that's LeVar Ball. That's, Lonzo LaMelo's dad, LiAngelo too, but, And then we got Dwayne Wade's daddy. Then we got Jason Tatum's dad. And then Jaylen Brown's dad, right? That's how it is. I think that's it. Yep.
On the A list, the list of dads. Now, let me show you where I'm at. I'm an A+. I got 3 rings, right, my son?
Oh, man, I'm sorry, but the jokes are better than them. This podcast is close to. So y'all said, who said it? Juggernaut said it smelled like 4 different colognes creating one smell.
I got 3 rings. Of course, you got, the Olympics and all that. But what makes me A+ now that I just moved into that category is we just signed Steph Curry to Ling Ning. So now I'm an A+ dad. Now y'all got to catch up.
I ain't gonna catch up to nothing because I'm the only one with a. Tell me who don't know about that. That's not local, it's global.
All right, forget it.
So I gotta be A+ now.
So give me your best dad advice. Give me your best dad advice, because
I'm gonna give you my best
we don't
dad
care about
advice.
your brand.
Shoot, follow me, and you'll be good.
Moment of silence for the 8 minutes we just. Y'all made me do this too. We didn't have to be late. I was about to get out of here. I knew it. Something in me, my spidey sense said, don't do the triple B topic. I've been teasing it for 2 weeks. And then y'all had to hear it. I blame y'all, just like the rest of this world. I blame somebody. It ain't my fault. It's your fault. That was tough. And Dwayne Wade, daddy, a hater. He's smooth, but don't let the smooth taste fool you. He hating. He had that joke loaded for 3 minutes. Then he finally got it off. They were like, whatever. LeVar immediately said, I am an A+er because I'm a brand. And then he's just like, all right, so give me some good dad advice, damn it. He was mad as hell. You can't load up no joke for 4 days. Ain't nobody laughing at that. Jokes about timing. Comedy is timing. It's about time for your old ass to go to bed. See, that's how you do. I tell you, I could be a lawyer or a comedian easily. I'm gonna go on Corey Holcomb's show, and then I'm just gonna let him joke me out because that dude is funny. But then I'm gonna go joke with him. I ain't gonna keep up with Corey. But that'd be a good test to see where I could fall down to. Then I could DL Hughley and them. I could joke him out now. He done lost his fastball. See what I'm saying? I could do this. I'm just clowning. Love y'all, man. Have an amazing day. I know I will. I'm about to go hit some yoga. I'm going to go to yoga today. And I probably got to do Pilates again. Pilates is insane. It'd be like, feel better? No. Good. Come back tomorrow. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. I know I will.